exercise, and today I'm going to be walking about 5 miles on this very live stream that you're watching right now. It should take probably about, a half hour, 45 minutes. I'm going to grab a nice adult beverage once we get to town, all while I'm live stream, which makes me nervous, and then return home. Oh, man, I do have quite a bit to talk about, I suppose. Of course, the chat is open for questions. Though also I really have no idea how to moderate it, at least on my phone. So hopefully Leah's back at home doing just that. And hopefully you can hear me. I'm using my little external mics here. So hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better than past live streams. So today I'm also, this walk is also testing my new boots, which you probably can't see. But last winter when I was doing snow camping, I noticed I really struggled to stay warm by the campfire with my tennis shoes, even with some really thick wool socks. So these boots have insulation, and hopefully that'll keep my feet nice and toasty. Now, I really would have liked to get to this earlier in the day, this live stream, but that obviously did not happen. When you're an adult, a lot of the Christmas gifts you get, they're not immediately playable with. You need to return home to play with them. And so Leah and I got home late last night, and today I've been playing with some of my gifts. One of them was a water kettle that actually pulls 1500 watts, unlike our old one that was just 1200 watts. So that's been nice. I tested with 750 mil of water, and it heated it about 1 minute faster than the old kettle. Now let's see. I should probably double check that I'm actually live. I will do that here really quick, and then I will continue. All right. I texted the partner. She's going to check if I actually made this thing public or if I failed to do that. My largest gift this year was actually a vise, which you'll see in videos to come. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to probably have to build a workbench for it to go on. Leah got back to me and said, ADGE, A-D-G-E. I don't know if that means I'm live or what. But I did see one viewer pop in, so I'm guessing I am. But yeah, vise. I really needed one. You've seen me struggle without one in multiple videos. Hey, there's Leah. That must mean I'm live. She's in the chat. Hello. So yeah, I've got the vise, which people don't sell vices on used marketplaces. I thought I was just gonna get one, used, save a few bucks, but people don't list them. And when they do list them, they are freaking expensive. They cost, just about what a new one costs, because they think they've got something because it's like old and vintage, which maybe they do, but this one that my parents got for me will probably work just fine for me. So I'm looking forward to installing that, building a workbench for it. I'm not sure if the workbench will be one video or if maybe that'll just be a Patreon exclusive or something, and I'll mention it in a main channel video. I'm not sure. Hey, you can thank the cars driving past for the lighting right now. That's really convenient. If only people had their brights on more in town, Man, it is chilly out today. What does my watch say it is? This is 23 out. I do have these heated gloves, but they do not have thumb covers, so my thumb is getting rather chilly already. Let me try to readjust here. Also, I don't know if my phone's battery will last for the whole time. I didn't think about that. So hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I'll obviously have to end early, but I do have the OnePlus 13, which has like a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, and it was not quite fully charged. I never fully charged it. It was charged up to 80% before I left. which is what I limit it to because the battery's so big, I never run out even when limiting it to 80%. Oh. And it is definitely chilly. I'm looking forward to that adult beverage that we're going to get and have on our way home. I guess it's less of a punishment day. But, I guess the walk is the punishment. We're also getting to find out if these boots will work for me long term. What other stuff did I get for Christmas? I got a self-heating mug. Oh boy, a delivery driver's pulling over here in front of me. I hate live streaming in public. I forget there's notorious people who do live streaming in public that cause issues. I want to be one of those people. But I got one of the. They will keep your coffee warm, but the smart functionality, the app, it is not. Now, coffee into your mug, it'll notify you when it's dropped down to your preferred drinking temperature. That would be really nice. You're like, oh, now I can drink this. That would be nice, but it just doesn't work. The mug does not connect to the app. I've tried it with LG Wing, OnePlus 6, my OnePlus 13, my partner's Pixel. I don't remember, maybe a Pixel 8 is what she has, but it doesn't work with any of them. One thing I'm noticing already about these boots is that they are rated for use in cold weather, which that doesn't really mean much because it's rated by the manufacturer. But they actually, because I got a pair of Helly Hansen boots that were rated for cold weather, and that they did not work in the ice. They were worse than my tennis shoes. But these ones seem to be working pretty well, getting a little bit better grip. But anyways, the mug that I asked for was a new addition to Costco. Well, Costco sells it, but it is the New Wave, and it has no smart functionality. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that working either. And so it's just touch functionality to tell it how to heat and stuff. But having that, that actually works, is better than having a smart mug that doesn't work. So I'm happy with it so far. Let's see. Oh, I also got, on the theme of coffee stuff, I got an AeroPress Clear. I've always kind of wanted 2 AeroPresses. They're pretty cheap. And this way I can just leave one with the camping stuff. And I don't have to pack my AeroPress every time. One less thing to remember, I'm wearing a down jacket right now, and I'm actually getting kind of warm. I think I'm gonna have to switch hands here that I'm holding the phone in. My thumb is getting properly cold. Oh yeah, that's nice and chilly. All right. We've gone probably about, what is this, like a half mile so far? Maybe 3/4. Actually, we might have gone a mile. I know the 2-mile mark, and we're about halfway there, so I don't know. We're getting there. Oh man, it's nice. We did get a little snow while we were gone for Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, the other holiday, Christmas. There's a little bit of snow and some freezing, and so the ground is all frozen and icy here. Maybe you can take a look behind me here as I walk. I don't know how good you can see that, but yeah, nice and wintry out, though not quite as wintry as I would like it. Now I'm wondering if the Christmas lights are still up. They always put Christmas lights up in this park over here, and it looks like they are. I'm walking past, I'll turn the camera around. So I also have to make sure I don't get hit by a car. Always good. Yeah, see, there's a park with a bunch of Christmas lights in it down there. And here comes a car. Please don't hit me. And they are slowing down. Always good to see. Man, I do like where I live here on the hill up here. I don't know if you can see it in the background. All the rich people houses. I don't know why I like that. I shouldn't like rich people houses. But they just always look so pretty on the hill up there, even if I don't have a chance of living in one. I don't really want to live in one. I'd rather live out in the country or something. Have property instead of a 10,000 square foot house, Oh. Let's see, going down the list of things received for Christmas. I already talked about the Vice, all the coffee stuff, I think. Oh, Leah got me, you'll see this on the channel, actually. There's 2 camping things that you'll see on the channel. Leah got me a oh, was it a Viper? God, I can't remember. I think it's a Viper hammock. Maybe she'll correct me in the chat. I asked for it specifically because I've seen Steve Wallace use it, and he seems to really like it. There's a Q&A sticker I can add. Anyways, he seemed to really like those hammocks, and I wanted to try one of them. The innovation they brought to the table, I guess, is that they're a square piece of fabric, and then they're hung kitty corner, and so you're more easily able to lie flat, because you lie kitty corner the other way. And additionally, they also have a bug screen, which is always important. Yeah, I'm gonna have to unzip my jacket a little bit here. Getting pretty toasty. But I'm excited to use that. I don't know when I'll get around to using it because my underquilt isn't really rated to these temperatures. I'd probably have to use the underquilt in addition to my sleeping pad, something like that. But I might. If I don't get to it this winter, I'll get to it in the spring. And the other thing is, my sister got me I believe an REI 3-man tent, and so that'll just be our newest and nicest tent, especially for backpacking, which I don't do much of, but I do want to get more into. I really do like the REI, like it's like a 4-man tent that we have. It was a hand-me-down from my Uncle Clint, but as you saw in the Volvo road trip recently, well, a little less recently now, back in September, that tent kept me dry in some really gnarly weather. And what I really like about it is that you can put the Rainfly on and you can still see out of it and get good ventilation. A lot of tents with the Rainfly on, that's a little more tricky. And so we're gonna keep that tent. It'll probably be the de facto car camping tent still. Though with the Volvo, I won't need to bring a tent as long as I'm solo camping. And maybe with the changes that I'm planning to that build, I'll be able to also take Leo with me, but I don't know, it would definitely be tight. Okay, now we're definitely halfway to town, which means we're about a quarter of the way done with the walk. How long are we going? About 12 minutes, so say we're a quarter of the way done. It'll be a 45-minute live stream, not too bad. Quick maths. Oh. All right. Some Christmas lights still up down this side street. Again, let's make sure I don't get hit by a car. That is a Dodge with a light bar. I didn't know Dodge pickups had a light bar. Interesting. Man, let's see what else. We went over the camping gear, the coffee gear. Most of what I got is camping and coffee, which I guess makes sense. But what else is there? I'm trying to think. Someone's probably watching this right now thinking, hey, you forgot the gift I gave you. There was a popcorn machine. I've kind of wanted an air popper for a while. Camping and coffee and cars. New YouTube channel title, yeah. Pretty much. I don't know if I got anything related to the old automobiles. I don't know if I asked for anything. The old fleets, you know, it's generally pretty good right now. Needs some work, but I'm really happy with it. Man, what is next for the fleet? I obviously want to continue on the Volvo camper. I'm really excited to get out there and go camping and working out of it again. It needs quite a bit of work before I want to take it out again. Though the next time we take it out, it should be in the snow. I want to insulate it. I've come up with a solution for the heaters. Oh yeah, I got brake clean. I always need more brake clean. But I've come up with a solution for the heaters. I'm just going to bring 2 of them because if you remember in the video that came out last Friday, the heater kept kicking down to 750 watts to half power, even though I had it set to 1500 watts. And so I'm just going to bring 2 heaters and I'll run them both on low, and that should get me plenty of heat. And also I can put them in 2 different locations so they're less likely to overheat. So I'm excited for that. Insulation, I'm going to go grab, I think, some 2-inch foam board, which has an R value of 10. And I think I'm going to put that in both of the rear windows as well as the hatch window. I think I might use Velcro to hold it in, but we'll see. And So that's the insulation plan. I also have a fridge, a 12-volt fridge now that you'll see in the next build video. And I'm gonna mount that on a slide so I can put shelving above it, but then still slide it out to use it. And I want it to be accessible from inside and outside of the car in case the weather's really nasty. And so if you remember the camper build, it's going to slide out. It's gonna slide out onto the bed. And so I'm really excited for that. Oh, here's some good ice I can test out my new boots on. They're not great, but they're okay. I bought some traction devices as I'm gonna start running in 2026. And I'm gonna definitely need them because no one shovels their damn sidewalk around here. But I bought some traction devices so I can use them on these boots as well if I feel I need more traction. Of course, but they'll of course mostly be on my running shoes. But anyways, further modification to the Volvo. I need to insulate it. That's a big one. I think I also need to find some sort of insulated blanket to put, because I don't want to have to insulate all the front windows. I want to just be able to put up a blanket. So I don't know how that's going to go. I got to see what's available, get some really thick fabric and hang it up. I am not going to be insulating the rear passenger windows, as part of the point of working from anywhere is the excellent views. Working in such a beautiful space out in the wilderness. Of course, the desk needs to be rebuilt. I want to get a mattress. I'm not sure what type of mattress I want yet. I really have my eye on those Japanese style mattresses that are just like a really flat piece of foam. So because I like them because they're really thin and I don't have a lot of headroom in the camper. And they should also be durable. My biggest concern at the moment, of course, is insulation, heat. Because I'm not sure if they're designed to be used in cold temperatures, though it does get cold in Japan, so possibly. So I'll have to figure that out and cut one to custom size. But that should be not very much fun, to be completely honest. I am not looking forwards to upholstery work. Hey, the bus is running, so I guess I could get the bus home, but I'm planning on walking. Speaking of walking, there's actually a little bit of a shortcut we can take here. Going through some car dealerships, maybe we can look at some of the Porsches. But the table needs to be redone. I'm going to organize my power setup to hopefully make it a little bit less of a wad of cables. I might need to drill a hole in the car to get the power cables out, or something, because the power cables are really hard to get out, as you might remember. I need to get across the road here, and there's no crosswalk, of course. No, I thought that might have been a friend of mine driving there. Let's go across and let's not slip on the ice and eat crap. We've made it safely. But I'm looking forward to the Volvo build. I was kind of down on it after, so much stuff went wrong the first time. But that's just how it goes. You gotta, make improvements, which is what we're gonna be doing. Let's go down this hill here. Oh, that's slippery. That might not be a shortcut. Never mind. We'll walk around. But I'm really excited for it again. I got the roof rack mount for the Starlink, so that can just chill out up there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really excited. I think we have snow now as well, pretty much everywhere. I don't know if you can hear that. I just walked across ice. We have snow pretty much everywhere, especially if you go up any elevation. So I might be able to do a snow camp, and that would be really fun. Yeah, these boots are way better on ice. Last ones I tried, and my feet are nice and toasty as well. Well, of course I'm walking, but my feet are honestly too warm, and I don't even have my heaviest wool socks on. Man, we love a nice late night winter walk. Let me change hands here. Need to get like a chest mount. I can just hold my phone in front of me here, go into the store, and they'll think I'm some sort of idiot. which they aren't entirely wrong. Okay, YouTube keeps asking me to, a Q&A. No, I'm not going to start a Q&A. Okay. I just had to see what that was. It kept asking me if I wanted to add like a Q&A sticker. Nah. Though, of course, if you want to ask anything, go right ahead. What else am I doing right now, you know? Just punishing myself for being such a flake and not, and missing 3 days of walking. I guess I could talk about, I did buy myself some Christmas gifts. I got a new keyboard. Maybe, did I already talk about that? I don't know. I'll talk about it again. I hear like, the crosswalk is making noise, even though there's like no traffic on this road ever. I got myself a keyboard. It's a Keychron 70% or 75%, I can't remember, and it has the magnetic switches, so I'm hoping to use that in my winter car, which is coming out soon. Because while it's better to drive in my winter car and my summer car with a controller, it's a lot better to do everything else with the mouse and keyboard, and I don't feel like switching. So I am hoping I can map that to make some sense there. But we'll see. And then it'll give me a little more control over the car in the winter. Really looking forward to that game. It's supposed to be out by the end of the year. We'll see. Man, I did talk about being sick yesterday, or potentially getting sick, because Leah has been sick. And I definitely am feeling a little bit of congestion, but I was feeling good enough to go out here and do this, I guess. It didn't seem like a terrible sickness. Like, it wasn't good. No, not being sick isn't good, but Leah mostly there was no fever. We tested for COVID. It wasn't that, so that's good. Just like kind of a runny nose, congestion, maybe a headache. I don't remember all the symptoms she listed. But definitely not fun, but I felt okay enough to do this walk, of course. What are we at now? 22 minutes? Yeah, I think we're going to hit, well, that means we're going to hit more than 45, doesn't it? Yeah, because we aren't even there yet. We're probably going to be at least an hour. What does that mean I'm walking at? If it's 5 miles round trip, that'd be about a 10-minute, a little over a 10-minute mile, which sounds about right. I'm not trying to walk really fast here. We are walking past the Kia dealership. There's a sign somewhere, a big one. I don't know how I'm missing it in the frame. Actually, I really don't know. But trust me, there's a Kia dealership. These are the exciting cars. God, yeah, being out here in the cold is definitely not helping my congestion. Hello, yeah, Leah chimed in chat to say, yeah, just mostly snotty, which I'm generally pretty used to because I have allergies, so being snotty is something I can generally deal with pretty well. Weird little bug, I guess. Usually you expect to have a headache, be achy, something like that. Oh, there's a Porsche. Check this thing out. Dang, that's nice. A couple other Porsches over there. Yeah, there's a Porsche, Mercedes dealerships over here. Oh man, I don't know if this shortcut's going to work anymore. There's a new building over here. Man, I am dripping in sweat. Unzip my jacket the rest of the way. I think my mic's still good. Leah said she had a headache, so. Oh man, see, here's the Mercedes-Benz dealership. Oh yes, a nice breeze, please. Man, I'm not usually this hot while walking. There's a retention pond here. Let's not trip into that. I don't know if this shortcut's gonna work still. They built it. This used to be gravel as well, I believe. Now it's all paved. This is where they park all the Mercedes-Benz vans for service and such. I gotta switch hands. My arm's getting tired. I knew that was gonna be. Oh, there's some cool Porsches over here. I remember them being here last time I came through. That's right. We're almost there. I'll show you them. I sound good. Well, I would hope so. I thought you've been listening for the past 25 minutes. Oh, I guess I moved my jacket, that's right. Okay, here's some cool Porsches. I'll flip the camera around. There's a, God, I don't know my Porsches. I assume it's a 911. They all look the freaking same. Got an icicle coming off of it. That might be a Carrera. There's a convertible, so probably a Boxster. That looks like a 911 to me. That one's brand new. Man, that thing's nice. Could that be a GT2 or something? I don't know. Cool Porsches. Okay, so we are coming up. This is gonna get dark. You're not gonna be able to see me too well. I'm walking through. This appears to be some sort of building where they work on the Mercedes vans, so maybe it's an extension to the Mercedes dealership. Oh wait, this might be like a custom camper builder. Look at this. This says Integra, which if someone looks that up, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm assuming it is some sort, like just from the looks of it, it looks like a camper. So could this be a place where they build campers? I don't know. It might just be the Mercedes dealership and not the Mercedes camper, so it comes to the Mercedes dealership. Yeah, this was all gravel and undeveloped before. I hope they didn't put up a new fence or something to keep me from taking this shortcut. I hear noise. I don't know. Is there a vehicle idling? Oh yeah, there's an RV with their generator on. Let's see, we got to go down this little hill here, around the dumpsters, and then we've got to go over here. Yep, they didn't put up a new fence. And I got to climb up a really steep hill over here in the dark. Let's see. Nothing like overlanding. I do like overlanding, so let's see, where's the fence in? There's a fence up here, I know. Here, let me flip the camera on, you might be able to see the cliff. There we are. Oh yeah, you can see it pretty well. Okay, let's try to get up. Here we go. Okay. And now we have made it to the overpass, the pedestrian overpass. Man, maybe I should be using I guess that I couldn't see chat. I was gonna say maybe I should use my external camera, rear camera, but you really would not be able to. I wouldn't be able to see chat, so it would be a lot better, because I noticed, especially when I was looking at that cliff there, I was finding a lot more light just because it's a bigger sensor. Mini Cooper sounding kind of nice back there. Oh, and I am simultaneously looking forwards to and not looking forwards to turning this daily walk into a daily run. I mean, I've been building the habit all year. This was kind of the ultimate goal, was to build a good habit and eventually turn it into a even better habit. But it's going to be brutal. I hear from people who run, it's brutal for probably like the first 3 months. And knowing people who run, it's probably going to be brutal for the first 4 to 6 months. So that is going to suck, but it's going to be good for me, of course. Unless I get hit by a truck or something. Oh, man. Oh, boy, the bridge is extra icy. Gonna test out the boots, I guess. We're almost to town, though. Here, let me turn around here and I'll show you. Town is just right across the bridge. All those lights over there. We are getting close. Oh, boy, I just slipped. Boots are definitely better than some, but they aren't magical. I'm just gonna head to the gas station, so I don't have to walk through the whole grocery store. And I'm also gonna be lowering the phone down so I'm not a nuisance. While I check out, you'll just get a look right up my nose. So if that isn't for you, you might want to tune out once I get to the gas station. I also realized I had to hold this cold drink, though I'm really hot right now, so maybe that'll be good. Stick it under my armpit. Man. How's the audio now, by the way? I'm walking over a freeway. Let me flip the camera around. Yeah, I'm walking over a freeway, and this is really loud to me, but in the past, I have yelled when it's been loud, and these mics that I have, they work pretty well. And so when I yell, they just end up peaking, and you don't hear any of the background noise. You just hear me yelling. I don't know. The audio is pretty bad. Well, I guess they aren't that as magical as I was hoping. Welcome to whatchamacallit. Hello, my screen is very dim. I can't read your name, but hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm just about to get to a gas station here where we're gonna grab an adult beverage before walking into their 2.5 miles home. Actually, let me see if I can up my brightness. There we go. Maybe I'll try to, oh, hey, now you can see me better too. Maybe I'll try to remember to turn that down before I get into the store so I don't come in there walking with a bright phone. Sarah Miller, you're not new. I believe you. I'm terrible with names. How was your evening, I suppose? And yes, the highway is just very loud. But we are beyond it for the most part. We're just going over to, here, let me just flip the camera around. We're going over to the Nom Nom over there. Yeah, see, this camera is so much better quality, but then I couldn't read chat. Maybe I'll just leave it flipped around so you have something better to look at than my ugly mug. To the Nom Nom, we gotta cross this. This is the worst intersection for pedestrians. It's like, what, 4 lanes in each direction? No, 2 lanes in each direction plus a turn lane, and the light just takes forever to change when you're sitting here in the cold. At least it feels like it. All right, I'm probably pretty well lit now. Flip the camera back around. Been on call with your boyfriend all day. Very nice. I remember those days. Now I live with my girlfriend. I don't have to call her. Push both the buttons. Hope I can cross here. What drink am I gonna get? That's a good question. I really haven't decided yet. I'm gonna try and make it quick, so I'm not just hanging out in the gas station forever. But I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I don't know if I want a beer or something sweet yet. A lot of the beers you get in singles are really, really, really heavy and dense, and I don't really like them that much. Long distance is definitely hard. Oh, I got a walk light. Let's go. Long distance is hard. Actually, I did do that for about 1/4 of college before I got dumped. So that's my experience with long distance. And now I got to hit the other button. This is just a real-time demonstration of how long it takes to get through this darn intersection. When I would ride my bike or skateboard to work, this one always irritated me. It like doubled my commute just about. Yeah, we are just about there. Just got to cross this road and then we'll be there. Obviously not going to be talking to y'all while I'm in there. I got a walk sign. Let's go. Check both ways. People trying to make a right. On this intersection, I was so angry at myself. I made a free right turn on red and nearly hit a bicyclist directly in front of a cop with expired tabs. So obviously I got pulled over and they were like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, it has happened to me. So I was like, I'm a bicyclist. That has nearly happened to me. But they let me off with a warning, I believe. So that was nice of them. But that was so stupid. And I was so angry with myself because as a bicyclist, I get pissed off at people doing that. Anyways, we are here at the Nom Nom. And so I am going to put the phone down like this. Just hold it like I'm answering a text. We're going to walk in. And I'm going to stop talking about right now so I don't look like a psychopath. Decisions are hard. Yeah, that'll do it. Yes, I do. If I can get it out of here. There's that. All right. Yes, they are. Actually, well, this one's not anymore. It used to be heated. It ran out of battery. Yeah, they're nice for, you know, using the phone while you're walking. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a good night. Mission success. White Claw time, as if. As if. Let's get across the freeway here and I'll crack this. Or not across the freeway, but across the main road here and I'll crack that open. Man, if you can believe it, there's no one watching anymore except for Leah. Almost like that's terrible for retention. Putting your phone face down on the counter. All right. Well, we're about at the halfway point now, and it's what, 37? So this is going to be like a hour and 15-minute live stream, it seems. Unless I pick up the pace. Taking our time, I guess. White Claw time. I keep seeing that chat message. Honestly, I do prefer White Claws to Trulies, I will say that. All right, tap the button. I guess I should tap both buttons. I need to go both ways. V corner. And now we wait. Looks like the turn lane's going. I have this light cycle memorized. Turn lane's going, and now it should be my turn to cross this way. Yep. Make sure I don't get hit by a car. Always good. And now we got to do the whole same walk over again. And now this time it's going to be even worse because I'm out of stuff to talk about. Maybe something exciting will happen. Maybe I'll get hit by a car. You never know. The other button and wait 15 million minutes. That Hummer doesn't sound too good. Sounded a little bit like the Oldsmobile, except less V8 noises. So it probably does have a V8. Turning yellow. I gotta wait for the turn lane first though. Then we'll be allowed to go. I do love myself a nighttime winter walk. And the turn lane's done. It's our turn. Let's make sure we don't get hit. And let's cross 5.5 lanes of traffic and then one more. And I gotta put my flaps back on my gloves. Fingers are getting cold. Oh, this minivan's stopping for me, that's nice. Give them a little wave. And they're holding up traffic. Appreciate it though, of course. Oh God, now I gotta bring my finger back out of my gloves to open this beer. All right, let's get it out. It's in my pocket. I went with the No Lie Cascade Fog. A little lighter, it just sounded a lot better than those hazy IPAs. Let's see, let's get a crack. Oh God, it's a little fizzy. Now it's on my gloves. I gotta, this is gonna be too inappropriate. I gotta bend the tab back with my mouth. There we go. Let's have a sip. Oh yeah, that's good. That hits the spot. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right, 2.5 miles back home, holding a nice cold beer in 20-degree weather. What more could you want? What time is it getting to be? I actually don't have my clock up, and I'm holding a beer, so if I check my watch, I'll pour my beer out. Man, get ready for the audio to get worse as I walk over the bridge. A hot cocoa. Are you trying to tell me that would be more appropriate than a Cascade Fog? It probably would be. Maybe I'll have one of those in my new self-heating mug when I get home. Or maybe I'll make some decaf coffee. Be nice. Yes, you are telling me that hot cocoa would be more appropriate. I gotta get my finger back in my glove, or else I'm gonna freeze. There we go. And as you might have heard me say in the store there, my gloves have stopped being heated gloves. So that's not excellent. Could be better. I can only have a decaf coffee if I also make one for Leah. Sounds like a lot of work. We'll see. Yeah, that's not too heavy. That's nice. I don't want a heavy beer when I'm on a walk, you know. Man, it is slippery up here on the bridge. These boots are definitely handling it better than other shoes I've had, but not too bad. The question is, do we take the shortcut back down, or do we go on the sidewalk? I think we're probably going to take the shortcut. Leah wants hot cocoa. I can probably make hot cocoa happen. That's a little easier. Well, we don't have any milk, so maybe not. My thumb is freezing holding this beer. Better decisions may have been made. Man, what else gotta talk about? I talk about the Subaru. The Subaru still needs everything. I guess that's about it. And this bridge is slippery. The Subaru needs its rear differential dropped out and taken apart. Leah's trying to argue we do have milk, but it was almost bad before we left almost a week ago. So, I mean, I can use it, but I don't know if she wants me to. But the Subaru, yeah, I still got to take the diff out. I was hoping to maybe do that before we left, but editing videos, that sort of thing. I'm hoping tomorrow to get some progress made on the Volvo, but we'll see. I need to go to the hardware store, to Lowe's, and pick up a 2-inch piece of insulation, the foam insulation with an R value of 10. Need to go pick up another sheet of the plywood I was using. Maybe some drawer. I'll probably go back for some drawer slides once I get all the measurements out and everything. Or maybe I'll order them online. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be an experience learning all that stuff to build that camper. Well, I guess I gotta scramble down this cliff here. I feel like going down's worse than going up. Wish me luck. If I tumble, the biggest loss will be my beer. These boots are a little more sturdy. I've always been against hiking boots. Pro tennis shoes on hikes. But maybe I'm getting old now or something and I've changed my mind. Because these are a little nice for a little added stability. Gotta avoid the fence. And behind the dumpsters, and we're back through. It is interesting. I guess I can talk about this a little bit, a little meta. But this live stream, for some reason, the last one I did where I was walking into town, it got a good, I think 80 views while we were walking. This one, I guess, I just don't got as much interesting to say because we've gotten a couple people tuning in. Might as well have done a video called Leah, right? I don't know. Maybe now that we've got the beer, more people will tune in. People like seeing people drink on live. And of course, I'm in Mexico, where it's legal to drink in public, of course. Maybe streaming for an entire hour and 15 minutes was also a mistake. We'll see. We're about to walk back past those Porsches, but I don't have a free hand to flip the camera around. Oh, there's another Boxster I also missed. What is that, a Macan, probably? There's a Macan, I believe, and then the Boxster, and of course the 911 Boxster Carrera, I believe, and another 911. Oh, another 911 over here, looks like. And Macan. I don't know why people park their vehicles over here. Punishment plus beer. I was thinking about that earlier. Punishment is the walk. Beer is just a side effect. Oh man, my thumb is absolutely freezing. Okay, I gotta switch hands. I'll just stop here, set my beer down. Hold the phone in my left hand and the beer in my right. This is the sort of riveting stuff you get when you're joining a Joel Kalich live stream. Man, I don't know, maybe I'll end it early and just take the last part of my walk on my own. Seems that people are pretty much done tuning in. And I've got about, probably looking at the time here, another half hour of walking. Of course, the goal of this is always just to get exercise, and making a daily short or doing a live stream is just a means to an end, gets me motivated. Though I will say I was disappointed. I know no one's watching this right now, but I was disappointed when I missed 3 days in a row. I didn't get a single comment calling me out. You aren't holding me honest. But I think that's just because there's not too many people who are a fan of the short form content like this. I mean, this isn't short form content, it's just vertical content. Even my daily walks aren't really that short. They're like 3 minutes long, every single one of them, which I don't think there's a huge market for that, which is fine. I enjoy making them. They're easy to make, they get me motivated, they give me something to do while I'm on my walk, which is the most important. You just heard an air gun. We'll see. My thumb is still freezing, by the way. This one's not. This one's fine. All right. These cars have like diapers on their antennae. Kind of weird. Wonder if that's like a transport thing. It must be. So they don't get really rock chipped. Yeah, I am so warm. I did not expect to be this warm even in this down jacket. This is what I usually wear in this kind of weather, and I'm not sweating. Maybe I do have a slight fever or something, just like a really slight one, I don't know. Now my left arm is getting tired from holding the phone. That's the issue. I think I'm gonna get back to the main road up here, then I'm gonna call it a stream. If nothing else, just so I can set down my beer so I can press the button. But unless some people start tuning in, I think this stream has run its course at a whopping 49 minutes long, nearly an hour by the time I get up to the main road up here. Once I get home, I'm probably gonna put, oh man, freaking, that's something I can talk about. I'll talk about this. So there are a bunch of creators who have taken to a tradition of posting on Christmas Day, because while for me, I've talked about a lot of the gifts that I got for Christmas, and I'm incredibly fortunate to have received those, and to have such a good family, as well as Leah's family is also great. So I like have two families that I could go home to, and but a lot of people don't have that. They don't have one family they can go home to. So a lot of creators have taken to posting on Christmas Day some really special thing for those people who don't have a good Christmas, where the day is a lot more depressing. And so the examples of that would be Mighty Car Mods, Nerd Cubed. I'm sure there are others that have done it. I think Technology Connections does it. I thought about doing it myself because I usually upload on Fridays, and I just had to bump it forwards a day. But I do have a really strict upload schedule, so I just decided to stick to that. But additionally to that, so not only do I have those to watch, especially the Mighty Car Mods feature-length film, because on Christmas I'm always busy. I don't have time to watch them, so it's really a shame. I have to wait to watch them later. It's rough for me, not all the people who have no family on Christmas. That's sarcasm, by the way. I gotta switch hands. My left arm's getting tired, but I have those to watch. But I also have a movie by Fortnine to watch where they circumnavigate the world. I think it's on sale for like 10 or 11 bucks. I pre-ordered it and it just came out, I think today or yesterday. And I am so excited to watch it. I think my biggest issue with Fortnine's content, they're a motorcycle channel, by the way. My biggest issue with their content was that it wasn't long enough. They make like 10-minute videos. And a lot of it is like equipment reviews. And now I'm going to be able to watch a road trip Top Gear style. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't downloaded. Another really cool thing they do is they made it DRM free, downloadable. Freaking amazing. In 4K, and whatever server they were using was also great. It downloaded at like my full 400 megabit internet speeds. It was freaking awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping to implement something like that someday on my own for my own website. But I really do think it'll have to be peer-to-peer. So probably a torrent, an official torrent of all my videos, I guess. And that should be really neat for all my viewers so they can just download it. I'll have to try. I'll also maybe transcode it to different qualities so viewers can download the videos at different qualities. That'll be really cool, but a long time off. Yeah, I have these movies to watch, so maybe I'll rope Leah in and we'll watch the circumnavigation video from Fortnine when we get home. This is the first time she's hearing about it, so I don't know if she's down. What time? I also don't know what time it is. I can't check my watch or else I'll dump my beer out. But I am back to the main road, so I did say I was going to call it quits. Once I got back to the main road, I got to find a place to put my beer down so I can press the button. You know what? I'm not going to. I lied. I'm going to keep going. I found something else to talk about. I got a nice beer to enjoy with y'all. Why not keep going a little longer? Oh man, here's a project I want to do. I now have Starlink, the Starlink Mini, and I would freaking love to do a full camping trip live stream. Now, obviously, the stream stability would be very poor because I'd be having to do it while moving, and we have a lot of woods around here. But I think it would work well enough, probably, to where I could do it. And then, of course, I would also be making a video while I did it, so I'd still have something to do. So you could watch me live, setting up cameras, that sort of thing. Maybe, oh man, this is, let me flip the camera around. Oh, I got my beer in my arm. This is, look at the state of this sidewalk. Let's see, let me try and slide. Oh my, okay, I was saying earlier. So they're not great. They are, I think, better than your average shoe, but they are not great. Let me get across the road here when I get a chance, and we will, I think the other sidewalk's in a little better shape, and I need to be on that side of the road anyways. There we go. But I really want to, I think that's going to be in the distant future, because I think I have seen people try to do that before, do the live streaming of a full camping trip, and especially in the trees, Starlink just does not have the capability. I do know that there is a person who does the Baja 500, or the 5,000, 1,000, Baja 1,000. I always forget the number, but they do that race and they live stream the whole thing. I believe they have like 10 Starlink minis mounted to a helicopter chasing the truck, and that's how they live stream it. And I don't have $1,650 per month to spend on Starlink. So I can't really do that. But I think just having the one, it would be stable enough. I might just do the stream at like 720p. But I think that'd be really, man, this sidewalk isn't much better. Look at this thing. Let's do a little slide. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did I not notice this when I was walking to town? I walked right along the sidewalk. I guess the boots must be pretty good. I mean, I can still slide, but I think any boot, unless you have spikes on it, is going to do that. But these ones must have pretty good grip, because like even just normal walking, normal use, I don't really notice it too bad. Now, because I am in Mexico and drinking in public is completely legal, I assume at least, I will say that I support drinking in public being completely legal. I don't see why it's illegal. I think you should be able to be arrested for public intoxication, being a nuisance. That's the real issue, obviously. I guess, I don't remember what the saying is, attack the symptom, or no, attack the result, not the symptom. I don't know, maybe that's not the right saying, but, and yes, Leah, Spokane, Mexico, the sister city, of course. There's also a tall can, so I cannot hide it in my hand. It looks very much like a beer. Let's hope no cops drive past. What, I keep seeing a Chinese character in chat. First I saw someone else post it, now I'm seeing my partner Leah post it. What the heck is that? Oh, is that a curse word? Is that a curse word being censored? It must be. It must be Leah saying F it. I don't know. This? Yeah, that. Whatever that symbol is. I don't know. That shows up as like a Chinese character or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm very uneducated. I'm not culturally educated. Oh, is it like an at? That symbol. That symbol, I don't, yeah, Jocelyn, that symbol. That just shows up as like a character to me. Oh, and there is a message held for review. It says, I don't know why that was held for review. Let me show that. Oh, another moderator just handled it. Nice. Thank you, Leah. But I don't know, maybe it is your profile pic. I cannot see it. It's from a game, okay. Yeah, I cannot see whatever that is on my mobile chat stream here. We're learning stuff here. That's a blue dude. Maybe I'll have to check the chat history when I get home and see what it actually looks like. It must just be some character that my phone doesn't know or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a bug in the YouTube mobile app. Interesting stuff. And I love going on a nighttime walk. It's just so peaceful. Oh, we got someone turning. Hopefully they don't hit me. And they didn't. Give them a wave. They definitely know I'm having a beer. I did a little spin out. His name is Shadow Milk Cookie. Rhode Island? No, I am in Spokane, Washington. I mean Spokane, Mexico, because I'm drinking, obviously. There's another. Rhode Island is in the road you drive on. I mean, I am in a very car-centric place, at least. Yeah, Spokane, we're getting a little snow and such. Oh, there's the bus. I could have. No, that's the bus going the other way. I was surprised the buses are running this late on a weekend, honestly. Oh, for some reason YouTube hid your message, Funkadelic. I am not homeless. I'm just on a walk in the winter because it's fun. Hello. I appreciate you saying I have vibes, by the way. That's what I go for. I almost ended the stream actually before a few people started watching, so I appreciate that. Our business run till 11 on Saturday. Oh, your buses. Small text. I'm getting old. I think ours are a little, like, ours run that late, but I don't think this route does. This route usually, or maybe on weekends it's just every hour instead of every half hour. Walking at night vibes, indeed. I love a night walk. I used to do it. It was about a mile when I lived in Cheney at Eastern Washington University. It was about a mile walk each way to whatchamacallit, to the store. And so I'd do that at night, and whatever amounts of snow on the ground. Sunday it's like 9 to 5. Yeah, see, that's pretty bad. Yeah, oh, that's right. It is worse here as well on Sunday. The buses on Sunday. I don't think this route even runs. I forget that. My Xmas was excellent. This year it was my family's turn to have Leah and I. So on Christmas Eve, we went and had a little Christmas with her family, which was excellent. The food was incredible. I basically got 2 Christmases, one with Leah's family and one with my family. And they were both excellent. The food was great. Got some good gifts, such as my biggest gift was from my parents. It was a vise, like a bench vise. No one's selling those. How was your Christmas, by the way? I'll keep talking, but I can read. So a bench vise, which no one is actually selling. No one is actually selling those used. So it's a brand new one, of course, and if they do sell them used, they're overpriced. But anyways, I saw a message up here I wanted to reply to. Oh yeah, you'll walk for exercise if it's not horrible weather. Well, in 2025, I decided I was gonna walk every single day, horrible weather or not. And I did that for the most part. And actually why I'm doing this live stream right now is because I missed 3 days over Christmas of walking every day, which was incredibly bad. And so today I walked about 5 miles to grab this beer and do this live stream. So that's why you're watching me right now. I'm glad your Christmas was good, Jocelyn. Yeah, I missed 3 days of my walk. So as punishment, I doing this live stream. Actually, I did another one of these a while ago when I missed 1 day, but that day I had no excuse. I just forgot. Oh yeah, see, I do software development, so I don't get any exercise unless I actually go out of my way and do it, because I get up, and I even work from home, so my commute's like a walk down the hallway. Pink and blue or light green and orange? Well, first of all, you probably shouldn't listen to some guy on YouTube about what color of braces you should get. I think I'd have to go for the green, yellow and green. I don't think that was an option last I checked. Oh man, there's people here. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. I hate live streaming in public. It looked like they were just getting back from a trip for the holidays, maybe, but they were unloading the truck. But I don't know, man. I just think you shouldn't take my advice on what color you should do your braces. But I don't know. I don't guess I have an opinion. The cop-out answer. You don't know how to spell, I don't know how to talk. It's about the same difference. Getting pretty close to home now. I have about, probably about another 10 minutes. See, I can't say I'm familiar with your pop culture of TV girl. Pop culture is not my forte. An anime reference. I've watched a few, but again, not very cultured. I just don't watch a lot of TV these days. What is this? This is me punishing myself. I've been trying to walk every day in 2025, and I missed 3 days, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And so I've been doing a live stream here where I walk 5 miles to make up for missing my 15-minute walk every day. So it's about an hour and 6 minutes in. We got about 10 minutes till I get back home, and I got to end the stream. Grabbed myself a little brewski while I was in there at the gas station. Make it 10-minute walk home. You're telling me I should walk faster? You're probably right. Well, I hope you have a good evening. What is it, definite? 10 miles? I mean, I definitely could. That just takes a long time. In 2026, I'm hoping to turn this habit that I've built into a run. And so I'll be doing a 1 mile run every day. The goal of the 15 minutes exercise every day was just to build a habit. And then I'm hoping to transform that habit into something a little more useful. I did ask Leah to moderate the chat while I went on my walk. It's really difficult to do on mobile. And she had a pretty easy about 45, 50 minutes. Now she must be having to pay attention. Yeah, eventually I might do some sort of marathon, but we'll see how it goes. I hear from people who run that the first 3 months is nightmarish. And knowing people who run, it's probably actually the first 4 to 6 months that are awful. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to get out of the house, and actually, even just the daily walk has helped my mental health so much. Just making sure I get out of the house every day and do something. So, and the real goal was also, I always said I didn't have time to exercise, and so the 15 minutes of walking, I didn't have that excuse, and so I just by doing 15 minutes every day, I didn't have the excuse of not having time, and so I had to get out and I had to get out there, and so I actually was able to for just about every day in 2025. But like I said, 2026 is probably gonna be a little harder. I'm gonna be doing the run. I remember one of the first comments I got on my daily walk series. Of course, like the first probably, like now they get about 100 views a piece, which I'm not going for views. I just do it as something to do. I make the videos as something to do on my walk. I do not have my reflectors on. I am in pure black. But if someone's driving on the sidewalk, I think I have bigger issues. And when I start running, I probably will have to get some reflectors. Oh God, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh well, it couldn't have been that important. Answer the question about what my reflectors? Yeah, no. I haven't worn reflectors, and actually my jacket is black. I've only been almost hit once in 2025, so that's good. I was also standing right under a street light in the suburbs, and he still didn't see me. So yeah, I got to get some for when I'm running, because when you're walking, I'm keeping an eye out. I can usually jump out of the way. But if you're running, people don't expect you to be moving that fast. Man, they're going to come after me, Wiz, for my lack of reflectors. I'm getting pretty close to home now, though, so I think I'll probably finish off this beer here and then end the stream. One more gulp and we'll be done. Okay, I lied. It's going to be two more. One more now. And that's it. All right. Let me not litter, but I need to get a free hand to end the stream here. Thanks so much for joining me. Nice to talk with some random people on the internet always. I guess my sign-off line is usually I'll see you again tomorrow and again on Friday. Bye-bye.